PanAm Flight 103 from Frankfurt to Detroit exploded on December 21, 1988, over the Scottish town of Lockerbie. 243 passengers, 16 crew members, and 11 residents of the town died. Fragments of a circuit board and a timer found in the wreckage led to the conviction of a Libyan terrorist for planting a bomb in the plane, apparently as revenge for an American action in the War on Terror. Moved by the magnitude of the suffering of the survivors of the victims, playwright Deborah Brevoort found a manageable way to dramatize those emotions. She set her play 7 years after the bombing, on the night of Lockerbie's annual memorial for the victims. Madeline and Bill Livingston have come from New Jersey for the memorial. Their son Adam, 20, like many on that flight, was a student returning to the U.S. for Christmas from studies in Europe. Madeline continues to be in deep mourning for her son. She's obsessively searching the crash site for something of his, obviously not a rational action. The couple encounter some of the women of Lockerbie who participate in the laundry project. They want to wash the 11,000 articles of clothing found in the wreckage and return them to the victims' families. These are stored at the site in a warehouse controlled by the U.S. government, which has refused to grant them access. As a playwright, Brevoort often has used traditional dramatic structures from several cultures as a frame on which to build her drama. For the Women of Lockerbie, she turned to Greek tragedy. So we have the agons, the dramatic encounters that alternate with the lyrical choruses in Greek tragedy. It is done subtly with the women in the dramatic scenes, also the chorus members, for it is their emotions expressed both in individual anger and in group emotions. Director Pamela Reckamp and her cast achieve a splendid unity in style and in emotional levels. As the American mother, Margot Bowie-Steinhaus suffers extremes, but is always convincingly controlled. David Wasilak plays her husband's concern and patience, both grievously strained. As the leader of the laundry project, Leslie Wobbe harbors a deep bitterness toward the Americans who have brought this disaster on her town and on her own family. Sarah Jane Alverson, Kim Furlow, and Jennifer Thebby Quinn probe deep into sufferings individually and together, catching the frequent beauty in the language. Teresa Doggett, a cleaning woman at the site, brings her own force to the action. Michael Cassidy Flynn has the thankless role of the American government representative in charge of the warehouse who refuses the women's request. He handles it as gracefully as he can. Bess Moynihan's set looks like a dun hillside until you see it is covered with articles of clothing. Her lighting shadows the night. Liz Henning designed costumes, Ellie Schwetty sound, Rachel Tibbetts props, and Michael Pierce the fight choreography. The Women of Lockerbie fascinates and moves.
Yes, it did, and I found your review very enlightening too.
Well, thank you.
I hope you like the reviews on Two on the Aisle. You can click here to see other reviews and to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to be reminded immediately after we post. Enjoy the reviews.